Welcome to Proof Cocktail Bar. My name is Makina Labrecque and I'm going to be making the Apricity for you today. Now the Apricity came to life when I was in a cocktail competition called Bols Around the World, and I had to make a cocktail that was my signature serve. So the challenge was to create a cocktail with Bols Genever, which is a malt distillate that represents yourself and the way that you want to serve Bols. So I made this cocktail based on the Canadian winter. I grew up in a small town just outside of Jasper and encompass all those alpine flavors with the malt of Bols. I'll be using 1.5 ounces of Bols Genever, doing 3/4 of an ounce of Quintinye Blanc, which is a French sweet vermouth, but it is not red, so it's white. Has a lot of brioche flavors that are going to really nicely complement the malt and the cherry flavors in the Bols. After that, to bring in those alpine flavors, I'm going to be using Braulio. So Braulio is an alpine Amaro, and it has a lot of salinity, kind of similar to Amaro Ramazzotti, but a little bit more bitter and a little bit more salty and alpine-y. So 1/2 ounce of Braulio. This drink was based on the formula for a Martinez, so I'm going to be using a bar spoon of Maraschino. The Maraschino is a little bit more tart, and it's going to complement the cherry flavors that the malt gives off within the Bols. After that, I'm going to be using a few dashes of Angostura just to kind of draw out the palate and make sure that the spicy notes of the Braulio and the Maraschino are going to kind of unite the malty mouthful of Bols. So for this cocktail, just because it's so rich, I'm going to be stirring it for a little bit longer, about 20 seconds. I have a chilled glass. It's important when you're stirring cocktails so that it remains cold. I'm going to be straining this into a coupe. And for the garnish, I'm going to be using a rosemary tip on top. And the reason that I decided to call this cocktail the Apricity is because Apricity means warmth of the sun in winter, and here in Canada it's always very sunny in the winter, so I kind of wanted to make a drink that pays tribute to that and everything that I love about the wilderness in the winter here in Canada. And there's the Apricity. Thank you!